Say, observe this a small WebDriver program. So if you observe the WebDriver program, on the top of the program, you can see the imports. On the top of the program, you can see the imports. So how many imports here? On the top, you have a 3 imports. One import is by, by. Another import is WebDriver. Another import is Chrome driver. Here our concept is WebDriver. Inside the WebDriver, we have a different types of drivers. Today we are working with a which driver? Today we are going to work with a Chrome driver. And what is this by? By is used to identify the element. By is used to identify the element. So this is a program to open your HRM application, to enter the username, to enter the password, click on login and click on logout. See, in this program, to enter the username, we need to identify the username text box. We need to identify the username text box. Now, how to identify? In how many ways you can identify a particular element? So, by name, by ID, by XPath, by link text. Right, Amma? Previously in Selenium IDE, you learned. So, in how many ways you can identify the element? You can identify the element by name, by ID, by XPath, by link text, by CSS. So like that. So what is the purpose of this by? By is used to identifying the element. By is used to identifying the element. See, here no need to by heart these imports. No need to by heart these imports. Automatically you will get all these imports. See, when you are getting those imports, see, I'm deleting all the imports. When you are typing the program, just you need to keep your mouse on the WebDriver. You need to keep your mouse on this WebDriver. You can see a red color line. So if you keep the mouse on the WebDriver, it is asking import WebDriver. Import WebDriver. So the WebDriver is imported on the top. Again, keep the mouse on Chrome driver. It is asking for import Chrome driver. Import Chrome driver. Next, here you can see the by, by. So just keep the mouse on that by. So it is asking for import by. So like that, no need to by heart these imports. Automatically, you will get all these imports. Okay, slowly you can learn all these things within 1 or 2 days. So mainly 3 imports for all our programs. So what are the 3 imports? WebDriver, Chrome driver, by. You can take any class name your wish. For example, already in your system, you written a class name, WebDriver demo1. Right, Amma? Already you written a class name. What is the class name you written? WebDriver demo1, like that. Already you written some class name. Inside that class, you need to write a main method. You need to write a main method. And why I'm writing the throws exception? Previously in Java, the last class, exception handling, we discussed about the throws exception. Now, why you need to write the throws exception? In your program, if any unhandled exceptions, then we need to write a throws exception. Already we learned it in Java exception handling. For example, once I'll delete the throws exception. If I delete the throws exception, then say observe my program. In my program, I have a unhandled exception. In your program, if you have this unhandled exception, wherever you have this unhandled exception, it may be main method, it may be M1, M2, M3, in which method body you have this particular unhandled exception error. So at the end of the method name, you need to write throws exception. When you are writing the throws exception, the throws must be in lowercase. The exception, E must be always uppercase. Whenever you are writing the exception, always the E must be in uppercase. Okay. See, now coming to the remaining program. See here, these 2 lines are a fixed lines. In each and every WebDriver program, you need to write these 2 lines. Today, you need to by heart these 2 lines. Today, at your home, you need to by heart these 2 lines. It is mandatory. In each and every WebDriver program, you need to write these 2 lines. So what are the 2 lines? So here we are creating an object for Chrome driver. We are creating an object for Chrome driver. See why? Because today I want to work with a Google Chrome. So that's why we need to create an object for Chrome driver. Our concept is WebDriver. Inside the WebDriver, we have a multiple drivers. So today we are working with a Chrome driver. So you can give any object name. You can give any object name, your wish. It may be X, it may be Y, it may be Z. Maximum people are giving a driver. Maximum people are giving this object name as a driver. So whatever the object name given here, so with using that object only, you need to start your program. In the program, every line is beginning with that particular object only. Why? Because we need to call the methods. We need to call the methods with using that particular object only. So for example, I'm giving a D1. D1 means in my language, it is a driver one. According to mine, so D1 stands for driver one. So you can give any object name here. So simply we are creating an object for Chrome driver. But before creating an object for Chrome driver, you need to set the location of your Chrome driver. You need to set the location of the Chrome driver. That means in your system, where is that Chrome driver? You need to set the location. Already you downloaded the Chrome driver. And what is the name of that Chrome driver, Amma? Already just 5 minutes back, you downloaded the Chrome driver. The name was Chrome driver.exe, where you saved in your system. In your system, it is in C drive Selenium. In my system, it is in a different location. Just you need to set the location. You need to set the location of your Chrome driver. So to set this location, we have a predefined method. So what is the predefined method here? System.setProperty. System.setProperty. It is used to set the property of Chrome driver. Set the property of Chrome driver. So you need to write it as it is. It must be in lowercase only. WebDriver.chrome.driver. It is called as a property name. So you need to write this property as it is without any changes. So better you need to by heart these two lines at your home. One line is creating the object for Chrome driver. But before creating the object for Chrome driver, you need to set the location of your Chrome driver. According to your system, you need to set the location. To set the location, what is the method we are using? The method is system.setProperty. System.setProperty. And what is the property name we are using here? The property name is WebDriver.chrome.driver. It must be in lowercase. We should not use the uppercase here. Okay. So it is about the first two lines. After that, now coming to our program. See, first of all, you can see the get method. What is this get method? So get method is used to open your application. Get method is used to open your application. That means open your project. See, simply the get method work as a open command in your Selenium IDE. Now already you are familiar with Selenium IDE. In Selenium IDE, what is the use of an open command? Open command is used to open a particular web application.
Open the web.
Yeah, exactly. So here also, instead of writing a open command, you need to write a get method. Get method. Inside the get method, you need to copy paste your project URL. You need to copy paste your project URL. So from where you need to copy paste the project URL, already you keep it as a bookmark in your Chrome. Open the project, open the HRM project with using your bookmark. Already you bookmarked. So copy the URL from the browser, right? Copy the URL from your browser, go to your program, inside the get method, and within the double quotations, you need to paste your URL, project URL. It will open the application. See why I'm writing this thread.sleep. Already you know the thread.sleep. It is waiting for a specified time. So what is the time I mentioned here? 5000 milliseconds. 5000 milliseconds. That is according to your system. Say you need to mention the time. Better go with this 5000 milliseconds. But why you need to wait? See, we need to wait till loading the particular web application. Now, after we are trying to open the application, immediately it will not open. It will take a little bit time. So immediately you can't enter the username and password. Before enter the username password, you need to wait. you need to wait till the application is successfully opened. For example, so I'm in a railway station. I want to get into a train, but before that, so I need to wait. The train is coming and the train should be on the platform and the door should be open. I need to wait till the doors are open. No, without opening the doors, I can't enter into the train. Here also, here our train is coming, but we need to wait till it is ready, till the application is ready, we need to wait. So just we need to write a wait statement here. But in future, we have a concept, implicit wait and explicit wait. I'll explain all the wait concepts in future. Today, temporarily, you need to write a wait command. Temporarily, you need to write a wait command. It is waiting for a specified time. In that particular time, your application will be ready. Once your application is ready, then you can enter the username, you can enter the password. To enter the username and password, what is the method here? The method is send keys method. Send keys. It is same like a type command. It is same like type command. Already you are familiar with a type command in IDE. What is the purpose of type command? Type command is used to enter the input into a target. Enter the input into target. Here also same, it will enter this particular input into our target. What is our target here? See, we are identifying the element. We are identifying the element either by name, by ID, by XPath. If the ID is available, you should go with a by ID. If the name is available, you can go with a by name. If the name and ID not available, then you need to go with by XPath. By XPath. Okay. See, open your notes and in your notes, take the heading Selenium WebDriver. Today's our heading is Selenium WebDriver. Take the first point. The first point is get method is used to open a particular web application. Get method is used to open a particular web application. Next point. Send keys method is used to enter the input in a particular target. Enter the input in a particular target. Okay, next. By is used to by. By is used to identify the element. By is used to identify the element, comma. We can use by ID, or by name, by ID, or by name, or by XPath, or by link text, Already you know all these things, element locators. How many ways you can identify the element? By ID, by name, by XPath, by link text, or by CSS. By CSS. Okay. See, now try to understand this program. So initially with using a get method, we are opening our HRM site. Here you need to copy paste the URL from your HRM site. So wait for a little bit time. In that time, your application will be open. So after opening the application, I want to enter the username password. We need to type this program, but when you are typing the program, it is very easy for you. So I'll enter into your screen and I'll guide you step by step. Don't worry. So if you write only 2 or 3 characters, for example, what is the method here? Find element by name. Find element by name. But when you are typing, no need to type the entire thing in your system. In your system, just you need to type 1 or 2 characters. Just you need to type FIN. It is enough. So if you type either 1 or 2 characters, remaining automatically it will be displayed. Remaining automatically it will be displayed. No need to type the entire thing. So I'll explain the easy techniques in your system. Okay, don't worry. So here find element. We are going to find out a particular element based on the name. So what is the name of our text box, Amma? How to find out the name for the text box? Just a minute. Not properly. Yeah. See how to find out the name for this particular text box. So right click on the text box, go to the inspect window. Already you are familiar with this. From last 2-3 days, we are discussing these things. See, you can see a blue color line, a selected line. Here you need to verify, is there any ID? Already you know that there is no ID. Alternate, next name. Yes, the name is available. So simply you need to copy the name from here, double click and copy the name from here and paste it. Paste it. You need to paste it here. D1 dot find element by name. You need to copy paste the name here. Why you need to go with a copy paste? It is a case sensitive. It is a case sensitive. Whatever the case is available here, the same case you need to paste it. And send case is for enter the input in the particular username. And we are entering the username. In the same way, we are entering the password. After enter the username password, we need to click on the login button. We need to click on the login button. Say observe the code d1 dot find element by. Why we are writing the XPath instead of name and ID? So you need to verify, is there any name or is there any ID available for this login? How to verify? Right click on the login button, go to the inspect. See, verify this blue line. Can you see any ID? There is no ID. Can you see any ID equal to? No, there is no ID equal to. Can you see any name equal to? No, you can't see any name equal to. If the ID and name both are not available, you should go with the XPath. How to copy the XPath? Right click on this blue line, go to the copy XPath, copy XPath. And here d1 dot find element by XPath, and inside the double quotations, you need to paste the XPath. Now, is it a relative XPath or absolute XPath? How to find out? It is beginning with double forward slash, beginning with a double
Beginning
forward.
with double slash.
Yeah, it is a relative XPath only. Right, Amma? It is a
Relative.
relative XPath only. Dot click. The click is for click on the buttons, click on the links, or click on any particular element. So we are using the dot click. So after clicking the login button, we need to wait for a little bit time. Why? Because it is login into the project. Now after clicking on the login button, so we need to wait for a little bit time. It will take a little bit time for page loading. So now I want to write a code for logout. I want to write a code for logout. Now for logout, how many clicks? How many clicks for logout? 2 clicks. One click on drop down, another click on logout. Say, I'll show you again. Say, username is admin. The password is admin123. See, now my question is, how many clicks for logout? For logout, 2 clicks. What are the 2 clicks? One click on this drop down. One click on the drop down, this particular down arrow. Another click on logout. Say, observe the code d1 dot find element by XPath. Now it is the XPath of down arrow, right? So for your understanding, here I'm writing, it is the XPath of down arrow. XPath of down arrow. Say how to find out the XPath for the down arrow? Exactly on the down arrow, right click on the down arrow, go to inspect. Now in the inspect window, can you see any name or any ID? No, there is no name equal to, there is no ID equal to. If the name and ID not available, we need to copy the XPath. Right click on this blue line, go to copy, copy XPath. So like this, you need to copy the XPath. So after that, you need to paste it here. Copy and paste the XPath. Dot click. After clicking on the down arrow, wait for a little bit time. So now you need to click on the logout. So D1 dot find element by link text. Now when you can work based on the link text, so you need to check, is it a beginning with anchor tag or not? Already we discussed. Now how to verify is it a link or not? Exactly on logout, right click, exactly on logout, right click, go to inspect. If the ID is available, you can work with ID. If the name is available, you can work with name. Presently, there is no ID, there is no name. You can work based on the XPath, or you can work based on the link text. Now, how can you say whether is it a link or not? If the line is beginning with A, if the line is beginning with A, the blue line is beginning with A means anchor tag. A stands for anchor tag. That indicates it is a link. It is a link. So when the line is beginning with anchor tag, so then only you can copy the link text. Then only you can copy the link text. What is the link text here? Before closing the anchor tag, whatever the text is available, this text is called as a link text. This text is called as a link text. Now, copy the link text, and here D1 dot find element by link text. The D1 dot find element by link text. You need to paste the link text here. Dot click. Finally, D1 dot quit. It is used to close your browser. What is the meaning of D1? The D1 is the object for Chrome driver. That means it is a reference for Chrome. It is the reference for the Chrome. So if I close the D1, that means the Chrome is going to be closed. Our browser is going to be closed. So D1 dot quit. D1 dot quit is nothing but it is used to close your browser. Close your browser. See, now initially you need to note down the program. Note down the entire program. Take your own time. There is no issue. So tomorrow I'll enter into your screens one by one, and I'll guide you how to type the program. But for today, first of all, you need to note down the program. Here I given the syntax for the note it down, how to note down your program. Here I given a syntax. Please observe the syntax. In your notes, you need to write like this. Now, what are the top three imports? The import dash 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 by, import WebDriver, import Chrome driver. Initially, there are three imports: by, WebDriver, Chrome driver. You can take any class name, your wish. Already you written a class name like WebDriver demo 1, demo 2, like that. Already you written some class names. Write a main method. At the end of the main method, we are writing throws exception. You know that. And it is a main method opening bracket, main method closing bracket. Okay, ma? Here you need to by heart these two lines. But today at your home, you need to by heart the two lines. What are the two lines? So one line is creating an object for Chrome driver. We are creating an object for Chrome driver. But before creating the object for Chrome driver, you need to set the location of your Chrome driver. Here you need to set the location of your Chrome driver. Now, why I written dot 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 here? You need to write your location. Where is your Chrome driver? In which location you saved your Chrome driver? So your location is, I think, a C drive Selenium, right? C drive Selenium folder. Inside the Selenium folder, you have this Chrome driver .exe. So to set the location, what is the method we are using? The method is system.setProperty. And what is the property name we are using? The property name is WebDriver.Chrome.driver. It must be in lowercase only. It must be in lowercase only. Today you need to by heart these two lines. So it's mandatory. In each and every WebDriver program, you must write these two lines. It's mandatory in every program. So you need to by heart it. So what is the use of get method? Inside the get method, you need to copy paste the URL. So that's why here I written it's a URL of your HRM site. You need to copy paste the HRM site URL from your browser. Thread.sleep. It is for waiting for a little bit time. In that time, your page will be ready. So next, d1.find element by name. Here you need to copy paste the name of your username text box. Here you need to copy paste the name of your password text box. To enter the input, what is the method? Send keys is a method. So initially we are entering the admin in the first text box. In the second text box, we are entering admin123 as a password. Next, d1.find element by xpath. If the element don't have the name and ID, so next you need to copy the xpath and paste here. For our login button, the login button don't have the name and ID. Copy and paste the xpath of the login button, .click. After clicking the login button, wait for a little bit time. So it will log in. So after successful login, we need to write a code for logout. Say for logout, how many clicks? For logout, there are 2 clicks. One click on drop down, down arrow, and another click on logout. So d1.find element by xpath. Here you need to copy paste the xpath of the down arrow, drop down or down arrow, your wish. Now copy paste the xpath of down arrow, and after that wait for a little bit time. Finally, you need to click on the logout. So you can work on the logout based on the link text or based on the xpath, your wish. So if the ID is available, you can go with ID. If the name is available, you can go with a name. If the ID, name, both are not available, go with xpath. So when you have to go for a link text, if the particular line is beginning with an anchor tag, so then there is extra option. You can use link text. So you need to copy and paste the link text here. Already you know that. Where is the link text? Before closing the anchor tag, you have a link text. You need to copy paste the link text here. .click. Finally, d1.quit. It is for closing your browser. Now take your own time. Note down this program clearly.